WR, and I'm your host, Eddie the Gamer Ghoul, here with my pal and co-host,
Pentologen, and together we are the Wrecs Reckoning.
We're bringing you news from the verse, no matter how ugly she gets. In today's Wrecs review of ATV 3.6, we'll be starting with marine armor and redesigning of light, medium, and heavy marine armor, and the inclusion of player armor customization.
I'm more interested in the texture. The different textures means different types of resistance.
In RTV, they specifically talked about the difference between the armors. The only thing they talked about mainly was the lighter, you're going to be faster. The heavier armor, you take more damage. That's all they gave away.
But they did mention different textures.
Indeed, they did. Depending on the material you use to make the armor, the different textures you'll get on the armor.
That means you'll be able to spot who has what kind of armor and adjust accordingly.
Yep. Gonna be one sexy bitch.
How many different looks are there going to be?
They didn't say. It never indicated one way or the other. I think it's going to be the basic look, and then they'll have different pieces you can put together. RTV specifically said something about having like a light chest and having heavy leggings, something of that degree. But other than that, they didn't really say anything. When selecting new armor pieces, you think they're going to use the item 2.0?
This has remnants of dual universe, which I like because it's a lot easier to navigate.
Yeah, Chris Roberts himself stated that item 2.0 will be a game changer, especially when used in the environments and space stations. The only issue I see is when you're trying to get into a ship and you're being shot at, how long is it going to take for you to scroll through that wheel?
With well practice, pretty damn quick, I bet.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll have a, just much like they have the co-pilot and the pilot that they talked about in the earlier part of the video, you're probably going to be able to set it, a preset, so that all you got to do is hit the button and you get right in.
So does this mean you're planning to be shot at a lot?
No, I never planned to be shot at.
Things just go that way, I'm guessing.
Look, I didn't know she was a princess.
Sure, princess. Keep telling yourself that.
Wait, was she a princess or was her name Princess? Crap, now I can't remember.
If she was on a pole and her name was Princess, chances are it's just a name.
You're probably right. Although, I could see this being widely used in larger ships, like the Drake Caterpillar. Oh boy, do I have a lot to talk about that ship. Holy crap. The idea that it's favored by pirates. What's up with that? I know what's up with that. It's the best ship out there, right? Especially Drake in general.
A bit of hyperbole, isn't it?
Hey, I never said I was hyperactive.
Just leave that to everyone else.
Hey man, they are the ones that talked about the anticipation of modules for the freaking Caterpillar. You know, the bunks, so you have all your beds. They got the medical facilities. Of course, this was all concept ideas and whatnot for these, but they had the bunks, they had the weapon rack room. They even had the chop shop. Yeah, we'll call it chop shop. I don't care. You know, all these ideas, even a rescue, quote unquote, rescue module.
With all the different modules, I'm pretty sure this could be a mobile base of some sort.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. It's really too bad they didn't go with the name The Centipede. I mean, it would have made it so much easier for my space brothel idea.
Space brothel?
Yeah, yeah, you know, they got the bunks, so they got the beds. You got your medical facility, so you can get, space herpes treated. You got your shops, so you can get your condoms, space condoms. Ooh, 0Gs. Name brand. I marketed it. Right here, right now. You guys heard it.
Space herpes. Okay. I'm guessing you don't have to worry about the space herpes if you get the 0G condoms.
Yeah, exactly. You got that to wrap up with.
Speaking of naked people, the tech art has a new naked man or a new model for the bodies.
Yeah, the new male model.
With this new male model, they have to redesign all the clothing to fit. So I'm wondering how many types there are going to be.
Not quite sure, but I know that on RTV they talked about how the skin underneath the clothing, so the naked model, will just not render. So that's how they're going to hide it, so it's not coming through the clothing like it does right now.
That's going to save a lot of processing power.
Yeah, it's freaking really elegant the way they went about doing this. Yeah, they even said in 2.6 they had an introduction of new male model will be there. So we'll be seeing it a lot sooner than you expect. Also, Sandy mentioned that there'll be more updates of 2.6 in next week's ATV. Now, let's break the game. We'll be playing with several ships, starting with everyone's favorite, the Aurora MR and all its shiny bits. Then we move to the Origin 350R, extended to us through the Galactic Tours fan favorite flyer. Sadly, that has come to an end. Last but not least, we go to the Mustang Alpha. That was interesting.
Today we explore the T-pose. This bug occurs when two players are forced to occupy the same space, like when entering an Aurora from both sides.
You know how Jesus looked up on that cross? Yeah, that's that, without the wood. And Pantologian sacrifices himself for you, the viewers.
When in T-pose, you're locked in place. You can't escape, no matter how much G-force you apply. Only the sweet release of death shall free you. This excludes suicides.
That's where a card-carrying friend like me comes in handy. I don't shy away from a bullet to the brain or explosions.
And now it's time for the long odds. Now, what do you think about the auto landing that I have implemented?
I hate it. I like to watch people crash.
Even for yourself?
I don't crash, I'm good.
If I remember correctly, you crashed into me.
Yeah, I'm that good. I meant to do that. Swear to God.
Just because you're the one who survived.
Hey, that shows that I'm that good.
But what do you think it will change in the game on how people find places to land versus people who steal spots like some ass in a parking lot?
Well, they obviously have it set up so that people can come in, and people who are not comfortable enough to fly and are not as good as, moi. Now, they got it set up for that kind of stuff. And it's only going to be really offered at places, for example, Port Olisar, the hoity-toity places. Stuff like Grim Hex or just landing on a planet, you ain't going to have that option. So you got to actually manually land that crap.
Now, is that going to be implicated for all the ships?
Oh, yeah, of course it is. It's going to be tech that's specifically to that station.
Well, I'm talking about the larger ships where they use couplings instead.
Oh, I have no ripping clue on that. That'd be kind of interesting. I think somebody said there would be like separate locations where the larger ships are going to dock. So like say the Idris is going to be further out in its own little spot. So they may have little landing gear pieces that connect. Landing gear. Too much space engineers.
Well, with couplings, I think autopilot, auto landing, or auto coupling would be better.
They might do that, but yeah, I guess technically they might have something set up like that.
Don't forget, I've been in a ship where you try to couple something, and you're not very gentle.
Hey, you gotta add some more pushing for the cushion. I mean, more cushion for the pushing.
That's just disturbing.
Can't help it. I dated a chick who really liked it rough.
How would you feel about alternative weapons like landmines?
If they did landmines, it would have to be released from a cargo or something of that nature. I think it should be smaller and personal. So, for example, if you're going to set up landmines, you'd have to have your buddy go out there in EVA and set them out there.
That might make jumps really interesting.
Agreed. Plus, if you have like a cargo that you had to jettison because it was of ill reputative, it wasn't that good of a thing to have on your ship at the time. You can set explosives to it, so if anybody gets too close, they blow themselves up. What I'm really looking forward to is the Drake Caterpillar, or any ship that is, where you can actually open up a bar. Just have yourself a bar and have people jump on the ship and drink with you, and you can talk, and you got your bartender sitting there making drinks, how good of drinks you can make, so on and so forth. I mean, how much can you really enjoy a drink that's not real?
I seriously doubt they're going to allow a brothel.
Hey, look, it's up to the person who's playing that character if they want to be part of my brothel. Okay? It's not my fault I have a couple of people I already know that are willing to do this or owe me favors.
I owe you one or two favors. I really hope you don't come a-calling. When do you think they're going to introduce the Vandals?
Well, last I heard they were working on them. The Vandal themselves have been in concept for a while, and I would speculate that we might see the first iteration of character Vandals, not player character, but the NPC character Vandals by at least 3.0, once 3.0 comes out.
Now, once they come out, do you think we'll have different start points?
Wait, are you talking about players playing as a Vandal?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Vandal, you obviously don't come from Earth or anywhere in Earth territory.
I honestly don't think we'll be able to play as Vandal even once game releases. Once it's out, and after a while, I think then they'll start allowing us to play as other alien races. Because right now the UEE and the Vandal are almost at war. I think they're at war, or they're almost at war again. I can't remember. I ain't done my lore check.
I think they are at war, but there are a lot of other races that are alongside that did that joined ARC.
Yeah. I think they're gonna allow the Xi'an and the Banu, because they specifically have a ship that's going to be usable by human players to fly. It's called the Banu Merchant, and it's a specifically Banu ship. So I think eventually, before they get to Vandal, they'll have the Banu as a playable race. At least I and many others hope so.
Now, do you know if their tech is significantly different?
My understanding is I think it's the Banu that are of higher tech, and the Xi'an that are lower tech of humans. I can't remember, honestly.
I think you're right on that, but I know that the Vandal are of lower tech, so I'm thinking that they would have more ships rather than more sophisticated ships.
Oh yeah, the Vandal are definitely less tech, more rigid, more aggressive, if you will. Well, I think that's about it for us. We're gonna get out of here. Leave you guys to your own thing. Remember, if you like pina coladas, smash that like button. And if you like puppies or boobs, subscribe and leave a comment below.
Thanks, everyone, and have a great night.